I am back with another process video. Today I am using the Maggie Holmes Shine collection. This is the third layout that I am doing with this collection. That yellow paper with the chevrons is called Radiant. I am going to use that on about 2/3 of the paper, and that pink polka dot paper is called Dazzle. And I'm going to use that on about 1/3 of the paper. I'm inking the edges in Tim Holtz Distress Ink Vintage Photo. Now on this, what I am going to do, I am going to do some hand stitching. I'm going to, on the bold yellow chevron lines, the thick ones, I am going to stitch on both of those that end up showing, and then after I put that pink polka dot paper down, I am going to stitch down that one as well. And when I stitch, I am going to use DMC thread, and it's number 5282. It's a gold. It's the metallic gold. I'm inking the edge of this polka dot paper as well. And when I put it down, I kind of ruffle up the edges and I rip it in a few places and then ink some more. The picture that I'm going to scrap is just a picture of 3 macarons. When my husband and I went to Paris and we checked into our hotel the first day, when we went up and went into our room, they had this little plate sitting there with these 3 macarons on it, and neither one of us had ever had them before, and they were good. I didn't try the strawberry one at that time. My husband had the strawberry one and he instantly fell in love. So that day when we went out, we didn't get there until maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that, so we didn't really do anything that day but walk around. Well, we ended up finding a shop that sold macarons, and we probably spent $30 US just on these cookies. They were really good though. But this was the first time we'd had them, and thank goodness nowhere around us now where we live has these cookies, because we would be in trouble, both financially and our butts. They would be pretty wider. So here I am making dots on these papers with a pencil about 1/4 inch apart, and I am going to punch holes in them. I'm using that Stamper's Secret Weapon pad from Sizzix and the little punch tool that came with it to make the holes. And right there I am just showing you where I'm going to stitch, but I also end up stitching on the yellow one, the other yellow chevron, not just the one I pointed out. I ended up going back later and doing the other one as well. And I didn't keep all the stitching on video because this would be very long if I did. So here it is, it's done. Now, I hadn't done the other yellow one yet. I hadn't decided to do that one yet, but I am going to go back and do it off camera. But before the end, I'm going to layer this photo. And I used that flower paper, and it is from a paper called Cherish. And that dot paper, it is the reverse side of the yellow chevrons that were called Radiant. This layout ends up being probably my favorite layout that I've done in a while. In fact, I have sitting on top of the hutch in my room, I have a layout sitting up there on like a stand, and it was my favorite layout at the time, which was that game day chill one of my niece is a few videos back. I love that layout. The video is horrible, but I love the layout, and so that's the one I kept up on display. It's coming down, and this one's going to go up in its place because I love this one. I don't know why I love this one, but it's my favorite. So I also backed that with the Dazzle paper that is the opposite side of the pink dot. And I inked the edges of all those also with that Vintage Photo Distress ink. I'm putting glue dots behind them. I had just stapled them together, and they were very wobbly. So I am putting glue dots behind them, and I ended up getting out my glue runner and using that as well. It was starting to act funny at this point, that glue runner was, and here in a little while it will run out of glue, which was probably why it was acting funny. So here I am going to go ahead and pop some of these layers up on pop dots, and it looks so cute with those. I like it. It gives it some good dimension. See, it's starting to give me a hard time. I think here is where I had to change it out. I cut it out of the video, obviously. Excuse me. So I'm going to cut some frames out of this frame paper. That frame paper is called Treasure. I cut out 3 frames. I only used 2. Well, I cut out 2.5 frames. I cut out that half of a frame that I put at the top of that layer. And then I'm going to cut out this full frame. That's where I'm going to do my journaling, is on that full frame. This little pink piece of paper, it's the reverse side of the frame paper, and it was just kind of a scrap that came off when I was trimming out the frames, and I thought I'd try to use it, but it didn't work. And that's fine. It's just this little teeny tiny piece I ended up throwing it away. Now see, I'm trying to decide where I want to put this frame for my journaling. And I ink the edges again. And it's really weird that I'm inking black frames. The edges of the frames are already in black, and I'm inking them with that Vintage Photo. I hardly ever do that either. I'm doing some weird stuff lately. I'm mixing navy and black and brown, just things I don't usually do. I don't know what's going on with me. Now here, I have done this in a past layout where I had put circles along the side of there. And I didn't realize I'd done this before until after I'd done this one. I'm like, I think I've done this before, but I had taken some circles that were of pattern paper and cut them in half and put them down there. This one, I'm using these Maggie Holmes dots and putting the gold down the side. And I think it's really cute. They're kind of tucked under where the paper's all distressed and wrinkled up. I just tucked them under there. I had gotten 2 packs of the glittered circles, stars, and hearts. So it was, you know, I have plenty to spare. I didn't really feel like it was a waste. Plus, I think it's cute. I like it, like it, like it, like it. So I'm going to go through these sticker sheets, and I'm putting over to the side things that I think I might use. I'm building the cluster over on the top right now, and look, it's in front of me. I'm looking at it now. I probably should put something up there with some dimension. I don't have anything up there that has any kind of dimension, and over where the cluster or the picture is, it's like full of dimension, and over on the right side it's like totally flat. So I probably should go back and put something on there. I don't know if I will or not, because like I said, I really like this one. Actually, I love this one. So I just stamped the date on there. I used a Project Life date stamp, and the glue runner was giving me a hard time, so I was using double-sided tape to stick down my picture so I wouldn't have to deal with that glue runner. I'm using these gold puffy alphas that were also from the Maggie Holmes Shine to put my title down, and it's just Macaron, and I'm using that chipboard sticker that chipboard circle that says love as part of my title also. So it's going to be Macaron Love. And I end up moving that title up a little bit because right there it's sitting where it's sitting. I don't care for that. It's kind of like some of it's down on the page and some of it's popped up because I had put pop dots underneath that white polka dot, so it's kind of sticking up a little bit and I didn't really care for it. So I just wrote my journaling down there. That is a piece of paper that was just laying on my desk. I just decided to stick it in the side, so I inked it up and stuck it in there. Apparently I had to fight for it. I won. Yay. That sticker I'm putting down there, and right now it says such a happy day. Then I pull out the chipboard sheet again and look at it. I ended up pulling it off a pink circle and sticking it under where it says just a happy day. And I kind of pulled it up off of where it was sitting on the journaling card, and it's just attached at that dimensional, or that chipboard circle. I'm just seeing what else I might use from there. I don't think I end up pulling anything else off the chipboard sheet. That globe, I love that globe. If I'm still using this collection, when I continue to do more of our travel photos, I am going to get that globe used. I really, really like that globe. Super cute. So I'm going through the die cuts here. I only end up using one, I think. Maybe two. That was a gold heart I put up there. I do end up using that. I cut it down. That says sweet stuff. So I thought that was pretty perfect. Then I put the heart back down. Here's where I decide I am going to move that title up. And I don't put that all on film. This is a ticket that was in the die cut pack. So I just kind of slid it under there because after I moved the title up, there was a big blank space over there. So I put that tag there. And I forgot to ink the edges. And you'll see I debate on trying to come in and ink the edges while it's down there, and I did that once before on a different layout and totally smudged my layout, so I was like, no, I'm not going to do that, so I didn't. I am putting down some more of them gold circles. I put 3 over to the left. I'm putting 2 over under that love, and I put 2 more under such a happy day. Just tying in that gold that's from the strip down the right. That is a pink puffy heart. In between the pink puffy heart and the gold puffy heart, I ended up putting a black circle with a gold heart in the center of it. You'll see it in the final pictures, but I don't do that on camera. Then I put that blue heart down by that pink circle. Here's where I decide I'm going to try and ink it, and then I was like, no. So I think that's all I'm going to do to this. I don't do splatters or anything. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye.